Hello, dear students of grade 7. You are welcome to Unit 13. Today we'll do the exercise of Unit 13, dear students. First of all, look at the picture. Okay, what do you think they can or can do? Why? So we can see in the first picture, here we can see he can win the race. Okay, in the first picture we can see that he can win the race because he is running fast. In the second picture, the boy cannot carry this sack, load. So yeah, we can see he cannot carry the sack. So can means capacity and ability, and can't means lack of ability, inability. So to express abilities, we use can plus verb one. To express inability, we use cannot plus verb one. So third picture. So here we can see she can sing a beautiful song. So she looks very confident. So you can say she can sing a song. And next you can see two boys playing football. So we can see they can play football. So can and can't. Now there is a song. Any man can claim, few can find. Any girl can blink, few can lie. Anyone can promise, few can raise. Anyone can try, but a few can stay. So here can and can. We can see that here we can do something. Okay, कसले के गर्न सक्छ भनेको छ यहाँ. It's very easy one. Now a terrifying night, that is story. So here I'll read out the story. You can see, look at the picture. What can you see in the picture? So what do you think the people are doing in the picture? Okay, the people are just sitting around the fire and they are eating something, they are talking, you can see. Okay, what do you think they are? They are maybe relatives, you can see. Now let's read out the story. A terrifying night means frightening night. Terrifying means frightening. Shortly after the war, my brother and I were invited to spend a few days holiday with an uncle. So you can understand, after the war, here the writer says that his brother and the writer and his brother, they were invited, means to spend a few days holiday with an uncle. Their uncle invited them to spend holidays. Okay, he had just returned from abroad. The writer's uncle has come back from other world, from abroad, from foreign country. He had rented a cottage in the country. He didn't buy, rented. Okay. Then although he rarely spent much time there, I mean he didn't spend much time there. We understood the reason for this after our arrival. The cottage had no comfortable furniture. The uncle, and the writer's uncle, he didn't stay there long. He rarely means very bitterly. Okay, hardly spend much time there because the cottage he had bought was not in good condition. The cottage had no comfortable furniture. Many of the windows were broken and the roof leaked, making the whole house damp. So their uncle didn't live there long. Next paragraph. On our first evening, we sat around the fire after supper, listening to the stories which our uncle had to tell of his many adventures in distant countries. So their uncle used to tell. That uncle told them the stories about his adventures in many countries, where he stayed, where he lived. Then he started telling them, I was so tired after the long train journey that I would have preferred to go to bed. The writer wanted to go to bed. Actually, the writer was very tired because of a long journey, but I couldn't bear to miss any of my uncle's exciting stories. Uncle's stories were very exciting, so he forgot his weak tiredness. He was very tired, but he wanted to listen to enjoy uncle's exciting stories, so he didn't go to bed after meal. After dinner, he was just in the middle of describing a rather terrifying experience when there was a loud crash from the bedroom above. So when his when his uncle was telling them, describing very terrifying, very unpleasant, very frightening experience, very frightening experience. Okay. At the same time, what happened? there was a loud crash from the bedroom. They heard loud sound from the bedroom above, the one where my brother and I were going to sleep, from the same bedroom where they were going to sleep, where they were going to pass the night. It sounds as if the roof has fallen in. Okay, the sound was just like falling off the roof. Exclaimed my uncle. Uncle said that, oh, the roof fell down. Uncle said with a loud laugh. Uncle was not sad, he was laughing, okay? Uncle laughed and said that the roof fell in. When we got to the top of the stairs and opened the bedroom door, we could see nothing at first because of the thick clouds of dust which filled the room. When they heard the sound, when they heard the noise, they reached with the hurried. They went to the stairs and they opened the bedroom door. And then they couldn't see anything because there was thick clouds of dust which filled the room. When the dust began to clear, a strange sight met our eyes. Then they saw a strange scene there. What happened? A large part of the ceiling, a large part of the ceiling had collapsed. So ceiling had collapsed. Ceiling had falling right onto the pillow of my bed. The ceiling fell on the pillow of the bed near the bedroom. I was glad. I was also happy that I had stayed up late to listen to my uncle's story. Otherwise, I should certainly have been seriously injured, perhaps killed. So this is the story. That night we all slept on the floor of the sitting room downstairs, not wishing to risk our lives by sleeping under a roof which might at any moment collapse on our heads. So that night they didn't go to sleep in the room. They slept just downstairs, and because they didn't take any risks because the roof had already fallen in, and if they had gone there, they could have been injured. Wounded. We left for London the very next morning. Next morning, they left that place. They went to London, and my uncle gave up his cottage in the country. And their uncle also left that place. This is not the kind of venture we'd care for. Okay. Now, dear students, learn these words and use them in the sentence below. See here, the first one. The road to Cornwall is dangerous, however, it is an adventure to travel along the road. Adventure means great and courageous journey. It's very risky journey, risky and pleasant journey. Adventure. Okay. Next one. B. Look, the building has collapsed. It's very easy. Collapsed. C. My sister studies abroad. She is in Australia. D. Our grandfather tells us terrifying stories about witches. Terrifying. E. The roof of the cottage leaks. It makes the cottage damp throughout the rainy season. It's very easy. Now, dear students, to the correct answer. The writer did not go to bed immediately after supper. The writer didn't go to bed immediately after supper because his uncle made him listen to stories. No, sorry, this one. This is better one. He wanted to hear all his uncle's story. So this is the answer. Okay. Okay, dear students. Okay, the correct answer is that. Okay. He wanted to hear all his uncle's exciting stories. The writer wanted to hear all his uncle's exciting stories. So the writer didn't go to bed immediately after supper. Second one. It was quite clear that the ceiling had fallen in after the dust had begun to clear. So they first of all they were confused because the room was full of dust, and when the dust was clear, okay, it was quite clear that the ceiling had fallen in after the dust had begun to clear. Next one. The word leaked in the passage means let the rain in. Suinu. Okay, leaked means let the rain in. Next one. The word injured means wounded. Wounded. Now, answer these following questions. Had the writer's uncle bought or rented the cottage? The writer's uncle, he had rented the cottage. You can see the writer's uncle had rented the cottage. Now B. Why didn't the writer's uncle spend much time in his cottage? Because the cottage was not in good condition. There is no furniture. Okay, and the roof, some windows were broken. Okay, the roof was leaking. You can write in this way as well. Okay, dear students, I will show you the answer here. But easy answer is the cottage was in bad condition. You can write in this way. But the answer is here. The cottage had no comfortable furniture in it. Many of the windows were broken, and the roof leaked, making the whole house damp. This is the answer. This is the answer. Okay, I have underlined. I have highlighted the answer, or you can write the short answer will can be here because the cottage was not in good condition. This is a very short and clear yes for you. Now see, why did the writer not go to sleep? Because the writer was interested to listen to the stories of his uncle's adventure. The writer did not go to sleep because he wanted to enjoy. He wanted to listen to the exciting stories of his uncle's adventure. Now D. Was the writer's uncle amused when he heard the loud noise? Yes, he was amused. Okay, he laughed. So you can see, yes, he was. Now E. What could have happened to the writer if he had gone to sleep earlier? So he could have, the writer could have been injured if he had gone to sleep earlier, because when they were listening, when he was just listening to the story, the roof of the cottage fell in. So you can write in this way. He could have been injured if he had gone to sleep earlier. Now yeah. Why were they afraid to sleep upstairs that night? Why were they afraid? Because the roof could collapse on their head anytime and hurt them. They were afraid to sleep upstairs that night because the roof could collapse on their head. Okay, the roof could collapse on their head anytime. Now, last question. Did the writer's uncle continue living in this cottage? No, he left the cottage. He didn't continue there. He also gave up. He also left that cottage. You can see here the students. So you can see, yeah, uncle also gave up his cottage in the cottage. It means he also left the cottage. Uncle also left the cottage. Now the students will do the exercise, other exercises here. So here grammar, here could and could not. So dear students, we use can to talk about our present ability. हामीले आफ्नो के गर्न सक्छौँ भन्दाखेरि क्यान प्रयोग गर्छौँ, के सक्दैनौँ भन्दाखेरि क्यानर प्रयोग गर्छौँ. Now here, very easy. Choose the correct answer. Here, drive a car is very easy. Can he drive a car? Can he drive a car? You can see question mark. The second one, can the children read it? Yes, they can. Yes, they can. Next one. When he was child, he couldn't sleep. He couldn't sleep. He couldn't sleep when he was child. D. Draw well when you were a child. Draw well when you were a child. You could draw. Sorry, could you draw? Could you draw well when you were a child? This is the correct answer. Now C, 2 kilometers. She can swim 2 kilometers. Now dear students, this one, let's see. Complete these sentences with the words from the brackets. Dear students, here. So dear students, we use because to because and because of are used to talk about region, and we use them to connect, okay, region. But here to join region. But here, if there is a noun phrase, single word, if there is noun after noun, we should use because of. If there is a sentence, whole sentence, we should use because. The first one is we stayed inside because of the stream, because of the streams here. We stayed inside because of the storm. B. I wanted to stay longer. Here, since and because are the same. Okay, since and because are same. I wanted to stay longer since I was really enjoying the party. Means because I was really enjoying the party. Now she hated cats. She wasn't happy when her husband were there. As As means because. As she hated cats, she wasn't happy when her husband was 3. Now, next one. John didn't go to work because of his illness. Because of. So, dear students, keep in mind because of is used before noun phrase, and as, in, and because are used before a sentence. Now, see. E. I didn't want to leave as here as. Okay. I didn't want to leave as I was having great time. Now, if look at what the shoes. Since they were perfect. Since means because they were perfect. Now G. It was really cold, but I put on my gloves and my hat as it was really cold. As it was really cold. As it was really cold. Next one. We stopped playing tennis the rain because of the rain. Because of the rain here. It was all because of her that, okay, it is all because of her that we got into trouble. It is all because of her. Yeah, because of. Now J. We had to hurry indoors because it was raining. We had to hurry indoors because it was raining. Now okay, I'm late because of traffic. I'm late because of the traffic. Now last one. We didn't arrive until 7 o'clock because the traffic was terrible. Traffic was terrible.